What's up, everybody? Y'all come on in. What's up, Mom? What's up, Void? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Gigi? What's up, Mustafa? What's up, Miss Pat? What's up, Kenna? What's up? Y'all come on in. What's up, King? What's up, Blake? What's up, Rita? What's up, Tyrone? What's up, Ishay? What's up, Portia? Y'all come on in. What's up, Chappelle? What's up, Raul? We'll give another minute. We'll get started, everybody. What's up, Ray Ray? What's up, Camlish? What's up, Zuberta? What's up, Kiana? All right, let us begin. You know, we're going to go in on the movie Soul, which was a masterpiece. Probably the baddest shit that came out this year. Well, one of the baddest things that came out this year. You had a few things that came out this year that was fire, you know. Now, I will say this. Soul was supposed to come out before Project Power. Soul explains where he got the knowledge to access his power. You see what I'm saying? Because like I told y'all, it started that, you know, they do these unofficial trilogies. The first one was Robin Hood, where he helped Cub. Then the second was the Old Guard, which shows you the resurrection of the feminine energy. the same feminine energy that they kidnapped in Project Power, and he has to go save. Yeah, that James Fox has to go save in Project Power. What Soul was supposed to tell us what he was doing in between Robin Hood and Project Power. You see what I'm saying? What he was doing. He had incarnated as a jazz musician. And we already know the secrets to music. What is music? Music teaches us the rhythms and harmonies and vibrations of the universe. By finding those rhythms, harmonies, and vibrations inside ourselves, or what is known as the soul song. Everybody has their own personal soul song, whether you're a musician or not. But the musician are living embodiments of the soul song. You see what I'm saying? They living, breathing instruments for their energy to bring forth beautiful melodies and musics to the world. And no better place in existence has that better than Mother Earth. Mother Earth has produced some of the greatest and most beautiful works of music the universe, the cosmos has ever seen. You see what I'm saying? For the last 120 years, even now, you know, they're just pushing that ghoul rap and ghoul singing and fucking the mainstream media. But we all know that the real music, the real hip hop and R&B and rock and all that is on YouTube. You see what I'm saying? In the underground. You know, you have to find the artists, but once you find them, you know, you have access to all their works, right? So we all know that where the real music is at, because we already know the revolution will no longer be televised. So everything in fucking mainstream is pretty much been zombified. You see what I'm saying? It's been ghoulized. So that's what you got going on here with that particular energy. Everything that matters is in the underground now, you know, and it surfaces a lot. And they try to keep it under wraps. But at the end of the day, we all know that real music and real movies and media is never really spoke about. You see what I'm saying? You got thousands of movies on Amazon. 85% of them motherfuckers didn't even come out in the movie. They independent works. And a lot of independent works are actually better than the actual movies that come out. Project Power was a fucking independent work. You see what I'm saying? Souls was supposed to come out in the movies, actually. So we're gonna skip that one. But a lot of these movies that's been coming out lately are independent movies. Netflix originals, Amazon originals, Hulu originals. And then you have one other one, Disney originals. There you go, because Soul is a Disney original. It comes out on Disney Plus. See what I'm saying? So yeah. So that's what you got going on here. So yeah. So what we got going on here with the movie Soul? Well, since the movie is called Soul, we gotta ask ourselves, what is soul? I always tell y'all, soul is immortal consciousness. It's the primordial you. You see what I'm saying? It's the primordial you, the infinite you. You know, that has no beginning and has no end. You always been, still is, and always will be. That's what soul is. And the language of soul is what? I am. You see what I'm saying? I am. Not I am going to become, or I am, or I was, but just simply I am. Because the soul doesn't know time, as we know, or in the teachings of past, present, and future. So it's just simply I am. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it'll substitute with I be, but most of the time I am. You see what I'm saying? 98% of the time is I am. So yeah. So now, you have this character in the movie by the name of Joe Gardner. Joe Gardner. There you go. So, and he's a jazz musician, love music and everything. And he's a music teacher. And he pretty much hates teaching music. He wants to be a jazz player, a musician. He's a pianist. See what I'm saying? He's a pianist. And he just wants to get a gig as a pianist, playing the piano all over the city. But he's had a series of bad luck with his talent because, the struggle. Nobody will hire him as a pianist, even though he was one of the baddest pianists in the city. You see what I'm saying? In the city. So, He finally gets his shot as a pianist. But as soon as he gets his shot, he literally falls down a tunnel and dies. He falls into his subconscious and unconscious mind. Now, he falls to his unconscious mind and he's taking that stairway to heaven. Or so it seems. What's up, Betty? What's up, Martu? So it seems. But we all know the secret to the white light. That it's a recycling process. It's a trans-dimensional recycling process that brings you back down to earth. They call it the great beyond. You see what I'm saying? But my boy Joe's like, hell to the nizzle. I'm gonna let y'all see the scene actually. For y'all who ain't seen the movie, I'm gonna let y'all see this. Because he was like, hell to the nizzle. Y'all ain't gonna get me. So I want y'all to pay attention. This is what all of us should do if we see that white light. Do exactly what the fuck Joe did in this movie.
What's your name, honey? I'm Joe Gardner. Look, I'm not supposed to be here. Must have been sudden for you. You see, Joe, I'm 106 years old. Been waiting a long time for this. For what? The great beyond. The great beyond? As in beyond life? Yeah, that's right there. Exciting, yes it is. No, listen, I have a game to do. I can't die now. I really don't think you have a lot to say about this. Yes, I do. I'm not dying the very day I got my shot. I'm due. Heck, I'm overdue. I'm out of here. I don't think you're supposed to go that way.
Now look what happened to the souls when they go in there.
My life just started.
Did you hear the sound? That sounded like you weren't supposed to go into the light. It sounded like how a light bulb sounds when it shorts out. Did y'all peep that? Listen to that sound again. The sound gives it away.
Not when my life just started.
Did you hear that? Literally, it sounds like a light bulb when it shorts out. You know, it make that little sound, then it shorts out. Yo, that should tell you right there. If this the great beyond, why does it sound like a fucking light bulb shorting out? It's because the white light, the great beyond, is a great lie. Or how they're portraying it is a lie. Joe Rogan did what everybody should do in that situation. Run the other fucking way. Run the other fucking way. Alright? Run the other way. Now check out what he do. Let me finish up. Look at that purple energy. And that's when the movie started. I really wanted to show you that scene. Because that's what everybody should fucking do. Now, they fuck him up though. In the movie, he gets off the stairway to the Afterlife, which is a trap. It's just a recycling process to send you back to recycle your soul, erase his memories, and send it back downhill. All right. So he goddamn uses his willpower to break through the barrier the veil of forgetfulness, and he falls into the darkness. You see what I'm saying? To the darkness. There he arrives well in the great before. Cause it wasn't the great before, nothing but children. You see what I'm saying? Nothing but children. I find it to be very interesting that it's nothing but children. And there are beings there, cosmic teachers there, teaching the children how to prepare for Earth. Right? Now, this is where it gets interesting. They all new souls because they're children. Why children? Because what they tell you have to be like unto a child. You see what I'm saying? To enter the gates of heaven. So you have to be like unto a child. So these new souls is preparing for their experiences on Earth. And you see how many it was. Now they have characters in here that are named, all of them are named Jerry, which I thought to be the most interesting. So I looked at what the word Jerry represented. And the Jerrys are actually manifestations of the demiurge. Because it literally said a biblical God. And then you had Terry, the accountant, who literally was the demiurge. You see what I'm saying? Because he was the only one. He was the accountant. He said 151,000 souls die every day and get recycled every day, except for this one soul who broke the rules, who broke the cycle. So he trying to hunt down. This is why they come after you, because they trying to hunt down you before you realize what's really fucking going on here. So what happens next? What happens next? While Joe is there trying to figure out what's going on, trying to figure out how to get back to Earth, he runs into a new soul by the name of Soul 22. 22 equals 4, the 4 elements. Now 22 had a problem. 22, they introduced to you the concept of the spark. What is the spark? Now, at first, when they introduce you the concept of the spark, you think it's your talents, your personality traits, your attributes and skills, yada yada. But and all those things make up the spark inside of you, right? But you come to find out later on in the movie that that's not the spark. The spark is life experience and the wisdom you gain from it. You see what I'm saying? And your realization that you are a conscious soul in this fucking artificial program, this training ground, right? That's the spark. The realization, the aha, the what the fuck, the old snap. When you come to the realization that you are a conscious living being in this program, you see what I'm saying? In this construct, this matrix, right? That's the spark. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna show you this all throughout the movie. Now, these two go and they hook up and they travel all across the great before, and they show you the training ground. The soul receives training on what skills it is going to have, what personality attributes you're going to have in this life. And then they go through the different houses to learn those things. Then they learn their different skill sets and everything. Like they're going to be a scientist, they're going to be a psychologist, yada, 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 yada. You know, the skills they're going to use to survive while they're down here and, you know, help the earth move forward, whatever. But 22 didn't fit in because she couldn't find her spark. My bad. She couldn't find her spark because it was the soul is androgynous, but she had a female voice. So we're just gonna say she is she at this point. So she couldn't find her spark. So you know, they eventually go through this portal to the crossroads. That's what they call it in hoodoo. They call it the crossroads, which is the in-between dimension between the physical and the spiritual. And they talk about you being in the zone. And it's this trance-like state when you are tapping in deep into your melanin, accessing all 100% of your brains, which is the gamma wave. You tapping into the gamma waves inside of you, and you enter this state of euphoria. When you doing things you love, whether it be gaming, whether it be music, whether it be artistry, whether it be cooking, whatever your favorite thing to do, or your hobby, or your joy, or your passion is, you enter this realm of euphoria while you're doing it. The thing is, you're not aware, if you don't have a consciousness to go with it, the knowledge of self to go with it, you're not aware of this realm. So you're just in a state of supreme bliss, but you're ignorant of your own bliss on a full conscious spiritual level. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? On a full conscious spiritual level. Now they also introduced the concepts in this moment of the lost souls. Lost souls are beings who have either given up on themselves or they fall prey to their own traumas, blockages, insecurities, painful memories, painful emotions, and yada yada. They didn't heal, so they become lost souls, and they became these little giant beings. They also introduce you to the star seeds who help heal and regenerate lost souls. While they're still on earth, they become fully conscious of what they are, and their sole purpose is to go around the crossroads and healing people's lost souls, and the souls re-enter their bodies, and they wake up and they start to wake up and remember who they are. You've been doing it. You as a star family have been doing this the whole time. You just helping people awaken or remember who they are, so they can go and do amazing things with their imaginations and skills later on. You see what I'm saying? So this what you got going on here. So you see this later on in the movie with the things they have happening. Now they also introduce you to portals. Now your government is blocking you from this part. There are portals that allows you to go to different realms in certain places on planet Earth. But the government blocks. They have 24-hour security, both physical personnel and drones, that blocks you from accessing these portals to other realms on the earthly dimension. You see what I'm saying? So you can't even experience Earth fully because these motherfuckers won't let you. So since these motherfuckers won't let you, you can't experience. You can't even have the full earthly experience thanks to these motherfuckers, right? So they literally block these portals, and they tell you that these portals open in the movie during certain points when the stars align, and the area becomes a open vessel, open portal for that time period. You see what I'm saying? You can access those realms easier, and you can access the energy from those realms easier. And we know that when they is only certain areas out the week that they fucking spray chemtrails on. We know that those are the days where the stars align around those areas and those portals open. We now know this. We now privy to this information. So that's why they be spraying chemtrails. They're trying to cover up the portals. I mean, you can literally see the portals at nighttime around the moon. Because even with the chemtrails, the portals open over your head. I've seen them, but I can never catch them on camera. So I can't really show them to you. But when you see the moon and you see like a circle around the moon, like a clouded circle around the moon, that's a portal. Those are the gateways that Cuz was talking about in the movie. That opens when certain stars align. When the zodiacs and everything align in certain places. That happens all the time. You see what I'm saying? That happens all the time. And souls can actually it can get back here through the crossroads, through those portals. Also, we can travel through those portals easier into the astral plane because it's a direct portal to where we're trying to go to. Right? So we can literally leave our bodies and go straight through that portal where we need to go with no hassle. You see what I'm saying? With no hassle. So that's what he got going. That's what he was teaching Joe. And so how did Joe find himself? He told him what? You have to meditate and connect with your surroundings. So he had to because as a soul, you don't have 5 physical senses. You're a soul. You don't even experience pain. You don't experience none of that shit. You only experience that when you're in the body. You see what I'm saying? They showed you that in the movie. So he had to reconnect with his bodily senses and his and the place where he lives, person, place, things, the five senses, touch, sound, smell, hearing, and even taste. Because you can taste your reality too. So he had to connect to those five senses, but he jumped the gun, and he ended up being in the cat. And 22 ended up falling into the border with him, and so she ended up falling into his body. Now he's become the ancestor at this point. He don't know it, but he's become the ancestor because he's a cat now. And the cat represents what? Boss station energy. What's up, William? Yeah, the cat represents boss station energy, right? You know, the goddess of love, the goddess of music, the goddess of birth, you know, childbirth. Cause the new soul number 22 was like unto what? A child. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So 22 was being guided by who? Joe, who is taking on his boss station energy as the cat. You see what I'm saying? As the cat. So your ancestors do come through the animals. We now know this, right? So now. So now, what's happening here? What's happening here? So he goes and they go and 22 is learning her lessons to awaken her spark, because that's what she was having a problem with. And Joe is preparing for his big event that he's been fighting to have, because he was like, my life gonna amount to something. Because while he was still in the great before, they showed him his life, and to him his life wasn't great. And they gather all the great people, all the great minds of the age, and they go back to the great before. They don't go to the great beyond. And they teach the younger generation. They what you like to call, well, what we call ascended masters. You see what I'm saying? The ascended masters. They teach the younger souls how to acquire their spark so that they can go and travel to Earth. They receive an Earth pass, or in other words, cosmic clearance to go to Earth, because they ready now, right? To be born. So yeah, the two learning their own lessons. You know, 22 learning her lessons. She enjoying life. She getting there. She getting there. Meanwhile, Joe, he the cat, and he's learning his lessons. And she don't even know that she's already awoken a psychic ability already, because she can talk to a cat. That's animal communication. She don't even know that, right? So she already has awakened one gift. You see what I'm saying? One psychic ability. She's an animal speaker already. So it was one of the scenes where, you know, Joe had to solve his own problems with his mother. You know, it's always your parents, your sleep parents, trying to hold you back. You know, she want him to get a full-time job. We already know just the sound of getting a full-time job bestows upon us misery. Just generates misery. Just saying the word full-time job is misery. You see what I'm saying? My man's got the skills to become a great musician, and you want this nigga to work as a part-time teacher, as a full-time teacher, or a full-time job that he don't even want to do. You know, but he was also a music teacher, on a real music teacher in the real world outside of school, where he was teaching a little girl. And the little girl was getting ready to quit school, and she, you know, she worked through her shit, and she was like, all right, music is my way out this shit. All right, because your skills is how you get through this, motherfucker. You know, your skills, your creative skills, whether it's writing, whether it's artistry, whether it's painting, whether it's calligraphy, whatever your skill is. You see what I'm saying? You know, that you're good at, you know, with this solving mathematical equations. You know, everybody got their thing. Everybody got their thing down here. So whatever your gift is down here, building technologies or whatever, that's what makes you happy. And so since that's what makes you happy, then that's what you should be doing. If it makes you happy, then you should be doing it. You should be putting just as much time towards your passion as you do towards your job. You see what I'm saying? I didn't write a book off of just going to work every day. I wrote a book because I was dedicating time to it. You see what I'm saying? And eventually I was able to produce that book. And it took everything in me to produce that book, but I produced that book. You see what I'm saying? My Almanata Resurrection book, novel. But it made me happy to write the novel. It made me happy to peer into that universe and pull and ground those characters into a workable art. That's what you're trying to do here. That's what you're trying to do here. And what's more, you get to share it with the rest of the world. You get your monetary gain, but most important, you get to share it with the rest of the world. Now anybody can go on Amazon and buy for a little over $15. You see what I'm saying? And that goes for any art. You always have a right to get compensated for your works, of course. But the most important thing is you get to share that energy with the rest of the people and let them get inspired or gain something from your works. You see what I'm saying? Your artworks, your creative works, your scientific works, whatever you're doing to enhance society while you're down here. Right? So this is what Joe was doing. Joe would eventually get his gig, and he would eventually play the tunes and do what he needed to do, but he realized once he was on the other side of it, once he played that gig, he realized that, why don't I feel happy on the inside? And the sister in the movie gave him a clue. I forget the parable. She was saying something about, fishes and oceans and shit. I forget the parable now. But basically what she was saying was, just because you did what you wanted to do, that's not the true spark. So 22 has already went back to the great before, but 22 has become a lost one because of the weight. She didn't find that spark while she was on Earth, and even though she was close, she's become a great one or whatever. I mean, she's become a lost one, a lost soul. And so before she goes full-fledged lost soul, because there's levels to being a lost soul as well, before she go full-fledged, my boy Joe go after her and help her work through her traumas. And they showed you that your traumas can become a giant if you let them. If you watch The Cruise, you've seen that. If you watch The Cruise, you've seen it. You've seen how big your traumas and blockages can become, and they can weigh down on you and everything. You see what I'm saying? They can weigh down on you, and that's what and these traumas and blockages, these traumas and blockages can create can start to become thought forms, and they'll begin to attack you. And once they begin to attack you, it begins to weigh down on you, and you begin to lose yourself, just like 22 did, and so many others. Now, while Joe was dealing with this, and he was fighting through 22's trauma, and he realized that he was the biggest problem when he told her that life was just a regular entity, which wasn't true. One of the Jerrys told him, no, life itself is the spark. The experience. It's the experience that's the remedy. You see what I'm saying? Life experience and the wisdom you gain from it generates the real spark. All your skills and gifts and everything are catalysts to help you get to the point, get to that realization. That you do until you get to that realization, till you achieve that full level of consciousness about life itself. Because life is when you realize that you are a conscious soul, a conscious God down here experiencing the reality as a main character. You see what I'm saying? Once you fully awaken to who you truly are, you become your own main character in a movie. And then your star family becomes your co-stars. And then you have extras. Then you have NPCs, non-playable characters. Your family members are your NPCs. Your extras are just motherfuckers that you talk to on a daily basis. The clerk at the store. You know, the person, not even the clerk at the store, that would be classified as NPC. It would be the motherfucker that walk in the store with you buying food, but you don't even know who the fuck they are. They just a personnel that you're walking by. They would be considered an extra in your story. See what I'm saying? You will never talk to that person or see that person again. But they just so happen to be in the same place at the same time as you, buying something. That's what would be considered as an extra. You see what I'm saying? Somebody that's in the reality but has nothing to do with you. They just a passerby. See what I'm saying? And they not doing anything. They just passing by, but they not intertwining or connecting with your particular story. So this is what's going on here. This was going on. So this is what's happening here. So he eventually helps her heal her blockages. It was all healing and regeneration. Once he eventually helps her heal her blockages, he then helps her travel to Earth, because she gave him her Earth pass after that. Once he traveled to Earth, he was like, you ain't coming back. Like, well, I already did what I want to do. I get it now. I achieved that spark. You see what I'm saying? I achieved that level of consciousness. So what happens next? He back on the stairway to the great beyond, or the great lie. Once again, they stop him and tell him, "Oh, you can go back to Earth, but you go back to Earth." And he was like, "What? I can't? Yeah, you can't. You know, you don't belong in this realm no more. You no longer a sleeping giant anymore. You awakened. You're an awakened giant now. So go back to Earth and live as an awakened giant." So he go back to Earth, and you could tell he was awakened by how he stepped out the door at the end of the movie. I am. You see what I'm saying? I am the master now. You see what I'm saying? I am the living soul, the living rook. Now, I see it now. The spark is in me now. So now he gets to go and shed light on the rest of the world. You see him again when he finds out his daughter's kidnapped. Now, they were reference to Lisa in the movie, but you never see Lisa, I don't think, in the movie. That's supposed to be somebody he hook up with. Interestingly enough, you don't see his girlfriend in Project Power. So they make that connection right there. You don't see the girlfriend or the wife in Project Power either. You see his daughter, but you don't see this being who they referencing. Now, they reference Lisa in the movie, but you never see her at all. Once again, making these connections, weaving together these unofficial trilogies. You see what I'm saying? These unofficial trilogies. So the woman who we still didn't see in Project Power is technically Lisa, in Soul, who we never see. We never see her. So the daughter, who is Bastet in the movie, interesting enough, he becomes Bastet in Soul, where she becomes the living, breathing Bastet in Project Power. It's all interconnected. It's all one thing. Well, that's what he was doing in Soul. He was having his soul awakening, his journey through his journey through the afterlife, or / underworld, as he awakened to who he truly is. They can no longer keep you in the program once you fully awaken to who you are. And they showed you that in the movie. They tricked the demiurge. They even tricked the demiurge, who was Terry, once they threw off his mathematics. And, the soul, and so he didn't come after him, because them motherfuckers came after him in the movie once they found out he was still living. And they had the audacity to say he cheating in their training program. You see what I'm saying? In their artificial matrix, he cheating. Like they ain't fucking around here enslaving souls to a never-ending story. You see what I'm saying? Like they ain't around here doing that shit. You right? They around here enslaving souls to a never-ending story, and he around here pretending like they ain't doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? So one soul escaped, and they say it's happened before. Like a few occult souls every so often break through the cycle. And these beings come after you. Usually how they do it in our world is they activate your neocortex. And the neocortex go haywire and it starts to rebel against you until you go into your neocortex and fucking reconfigure that motherfucker. Because your neocortex is the physical manifestation of your ego, your cerebrum, as they call it. All right, your limbic system is your ancient mind, but your cerebrum is your ego. You see what I'm saying? It's your ego. Nothing wrong with the ego. The ego is just a program. You know, it's just a program. But you gotta keep it in check, because they always, these archons is always looking for ways to trick your ego into working for them again. You see what I'm saying? To working for them, because they created the ego. You know, they created the ego for this matrix. So, but your limbic system, your ancient mind, is not theirs. They can't claim that, because that's your God mind, your Titan mind. You see what I'm saying? You know, so they can't claim that part of your brain. You see what I'm saying? That's not actually, that's not even a brain. You know, only your cerebrum is your brain. Your limbic system is a whole other program. That's why they don't even refer to the limbic system as a brain. They just refer to it as your primitive mind. So, because your limbic system emits electromagnetic field around the dome, which is your mind field, right? Your mind field. Your brain doesn't emit shit. Your cerebrum don't emit nothing. You see what I'm saying? Just a regular fucking, it's the little brain. It's the ancient Egyptians called it, the little brain. The demiurge inside of you. You see what I'm saying? That's where your demiurgic energies come from, inside of you. Your cerebrum. And the more you deal with your cerebrum, your left hemisphere and your right hemisphere, you see what I'm saying? The more you engage with your cerebrum and not with your limbic system, then the more archonic you become. Look at all these intellects. They always talking shit. Well, my species, my race, they ain't want me and ain't want this. It's because you fucking goddamn getting in bed more and more with your neocortex, your cerebrum. Goddamn, who was Neo guided by in the Matrix? He was guided by Morpheus, the god of dreams. Where's the god of dreams? Your cerebellum, which is also part of your limbic system. Because anything below your cerebrum is technically classified as your limbic system. So even though the cerebellum is its own area, that's your dream mind. You see what I'm saying? That's your dream mind. You see, that's where you go into your dreams and become God again. You see what I'm saying? So that's where you get your God training in your dreams first. Then you get more and more, then it becomes more and more conscious as you move forward into your limbic mind and master your hypothalamus, your pituitary, and your pineal. You see what I'm saying? As you continue to move forward or learn to master and harness the powers of your limbic system. So that's how it works. And then the dream, it becomes reality, and then dream and reality becomes one thing once more. And you become a living, breathing mythology. You see what I'm saying? You are your own mythology. That's why they relegated your powers to mythology, because they had never seen no shit like that with their cerebrums. Most of these motherfuckers can only use their cerebrum. So a lot of these intellects who be talking shit, you know, they be talking shit. Oh, my people don't fuck with me and this and that. Nah, they don't fuck with you because you don't fuck with you. It ain't got nothing to do with them. You looking outside of yourself. They don't fuck with you because you don't fuck with you. You so disconnected from your limbic system, your ancient mind, that people can't read you. People don't connect with you. There's nothing to connect to. You see what I'm saying? There's no soul there to connect to. So you gotta get out your fucking cerebrum and back into your limbic system. That's the great work. Once you fully learn to access your limbic system and goddamn perform a hostile takeover of the cerebrum, the neocortex, then you become the master magi, Scion, and the Jedi. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what you got going on here, y'all. That's what you got going on. So he becomes the master in soul. And then he goes on to show you how much of a master he's become in Project Power when he unleashes his true force. Let me show you what I did. That's why that's why the power tool was yellow. Soul is usually connected to what? The solar plexus. You see what I'm saying? Even though the divine spark, your true core, is sitting behind your heart chakra in the core of your being, the center of your being, but it's gold. So gold and yellow ain't that far from each other on the spectrum. You see what I'm saying? On the color spectrum. So so when he walks out the door, you know, when he shows them, when he walks out the door and becomes a living starseed, and he show you your power, his true power in fucking Project Power, they like, damn, this nigga ain't no joke, cause he a warrior in Project Power, but he was a musician in soul. You know, he needed that music to go with his skills, that 52 blocks. You see what I'm saying? So he needed that music to go with his martial arts and his warrior skills and tactical mind. So, and he would go on to do what? Save his daughter. You know, and he do anything to save his daughter's Bastet, because Bastet is the key to everything. You see what I'm saying? The daughter is the key to everything. You know, so yeah. So and she used her power. What color was her eyes? Yellow, them Sith eyes. You see what I'm saying? Once again, making that connection to the Sith in the Star Wars, who are the Jedi. That's why they have yellow eyes, cause the yellow eyes is soul eyes. You see what I'm saying? That's what they not telling you. So yeah. Yeah, sure, Raw. They gave him a lot of blue in the movie Throat Chakra. That's the suit they put on. That's when they was expressing their truth. Because he was a musician, and musicians usually use their throat chakras, even though he was a pianist. But he was teaching as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the soul movie right there. It's a grimoire that teaches how to teach your soul how to. It's pretty much the Book of the Dead, the ancient Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Al-Azif, which is the Arabic Book of the Dead, and the Necronomicon, the American Book of the Dead. Just the books of the dead in one movie, showing you how to navigate through the afterlife and the underworld. You see what I'm saying? Anytime you project to the astral plane, you actually in the afterlife. Did y'all know that? / the underworld, or do what? You see what I'm saying? You actually in the afterlife / underworld in that moment. You in the workshop. You just have learned how to consciously navigate in the afterlife / underworld / do what? You see what I'm saying? So yeah. There you go. So it was all an objective in the movie. You know, it was all one big unofficial trilogy. It's actually a quadrilogy now, because Soul out now, so it's a quadrilogy. I need to stop saying trilogy. Robin Hood, where as John, Little John, he passes the torch on to Robin. You know, he passed the torch on to Robin, and they lead the resistance to fight against the archonic regime that was established. Then we move on to the old guard, who were the old resistance who fought the archons, but they dying off now. You see what I'm saying? So you need a new program, because the old resistance for the Piscean age is dying off. Them your Bobby Hemmis and Phil Valentine's and Dr. Devil Blast, they dying off. They getting old on us now, right? So we need a new resistance. You know, we need a new we can say resistance or a new party, you know, a new group to fight against them, a new order. You see what I'm saying? Which we call the Order of the Starseeds now. So cause the old group is they got old on us, you know. It ain't their fault, it's just time fault. You see what I'm saying? So now that's what the old guard's about. Who they activated? They activated the sister, who was her name was Now. You know, so what? So the sister now awakened, who, you know, to the new power segment, to her power. But what happened? Of course, they came after her. And we don't see her again into Project Power. Well, during this time period between the old guard and Project Power, what's going down? Jamie Foxx is getting his training, his spiritual and soulful training, on how to navigate the underworld so he can fully awaken to who he truly is. So he can do the work he did in Project Power. See what I'm saying? Project Power. So there you go. And he goes on to, you know, it's something else he was supposed to come out with too, or he came out with back in the day. But I know those 4 movies are all connected. You know, those 4 movies are all connected. So yeah, cause last time, you throw Django in there somewhere as well, but Django kind of be after Robin Hood. See what I'm saying? Robin Hood, Django, Django Unchained. Yeah, you can throw that in there, Rob. So it's actually a pen trilogy, actually. Robin Hood, Django, Old Guard, Soul, and then finally Project Power. Where he goes and saves the daughter, the sacred daughter. Bastet. Also known as Nima. As my boy Ani was saying, Nima, the daughter. Who was also prophesied to resurrect at this time. This is actually supposed to be golden children, not just the golden child. You see what I'm saying? You got Heru the child, and then you got Nima the daughter. You see what I'm saying? Heru the son and Nima the daughter. They coming. But usually they only show you the masculine aspect. They never show you the feminine aspect. Or they show you the feminine aspect and don't show you the masculine aspect. But you rarely see the daughter and the son together. The only movie that you just seen, that I've seen with both of them together recently, is Jingle Jangle. You see what I'm saying? It's Jingle Jangle. Ibaji, the Ibaji energy, with a child, where both the children, the son and the daughter, are together simultaneously, to awaken to their shit, awaken to their power, the golden children. So yeah, we'll get into the children, the force children later, the soul children to come later. But yeah, this pretty much wraps up my lecture on soul. You see what I'm saying? That pretty much wraps it up. So any questions? Any questions? Yeah, definitely. Django was in there, cause that's when he saved the mother. Yeah, that's when he saved the mother in Django. So he could have the children, the child. Yeah, Broomhilda. What's up, Carlton? Any questions before I go? Mustafa, you bring your yin energy with you to the afterlife, you confuse your soul in the body so you look like you do when you pass on. You can do that now. You can do that now. Yeah, you don't have to wait till you die. A lot of motherfuckers think you gotta die. That's actually a lie. You don't have to die to anything. You die over and over again here. Anytime you go to sleep, you die. What death is your final release from this shit. You see what I'm saying? But nah, you can do as much as you want in this body while you here. That's what it's for. You see what I'm saying? You can gain as much knowledge and experience as you want. And at this time, especially this day and age, it's limitless to what kind of knowledge you can gain. Especially in the heydays between 2009 and 2013, before they started purging all the knowledge, beginning in 2014. You can get shit. You can get metaphysics. Like I still ain't seen the level of metaphysics that they got out, that they had out back then. They don't even believe that shit exists now. 28 rays of light. Niggas will look at you like you crazy if you tell them it's 28 rays of light now. Shit, it's 13 aspects of chaos. They'll look at you like you from another fucking planet. You know, they'll look at you like you from another planet. So yeah. So go. So yeah, there you go. Those runs of craft too. I thought they left that shit alone because craft is the only thing that actually told the truth about witchcraft. You need 4. It's the power of 4, not the power of 3. It's supposed to be a being for every element. And the 5th element will automatically be generated. The 4th will automatically be generated when the 4 elements gather together. Oh yeah, I gotta check that out then, because I thought they gave up on the craft. They left their energy alone. But alright, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Marvin Jones, y'all put the word out. Share this with your friends. Let them know what it is. If you wanna check out my other occult lectures, hit me up at Go with the 28 Rays of Light info. Oh, they purged that, man. That's what I was telling them. That's gone. You can't even find information on 28 Rays of Light no more. The highest you can get is 12, which is saying something, right? It's like 14 other rays. They do give you one out of the higher rays, which is tachyon energy. But tachyon energy on the 23rd ray of light. And I've talked about the highest ray of light, which is the diamond white Luciferian light. But yeah, they don't even fuck with that no more. They don't even fuck with stuff like it. Don't exist for them to fuck with. It ain't even their fault that they don't fuck with it, because it don't exist for them to fuck with it in this current timeline. But yeah. So yeah, if y'all want to check out my other occult lectures, hit me up at the Midnight Order on YouTube. And if you want to donate, you can cash out me at mcjnetwork. And I'm out. Peace.